I guess we're going to go ahead and set up Unit 3, Trigonometric Identities. So go ahead and pause the video and copy that down. And I'm going to do it section by section. There are 3 main sections here. We're going to first look at simplifying basic trig identities. All right, so go ahead and pause the video and copy that down. All right, then open your book to the next free page. And it's going to be Trigonometric Identities. All right. What we're going to do, as always, is take our paper, and by now we should be pretty good at doing this, so I can do multiple sheets. I'm going to line them up first. Boom. All right, I can see the one bleeding through here, so I'm going to go to the end of the date, line up my ruler, and I'm going to grab a few pages at a time. Top right-hand corner, apply pressure on the ruler with this hand, then pull towards the ruler and down. Pull towards the ruler and down. So I've taken off like 3 or 4 pages at once. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing with, I guess I had just one more. All right, just tear all the pages in half. All right, we're going to go ahead and stick them in first so that when we're making our tabs, we do not get confused at all. So the very first page, we're going to stick in our reference page. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put a title right there called reference sheet. All right, put in a little glue. All right, so page reference sheet right here. Then the next 2 pages, which are going to be trigonometric identities, reciprocal and quotient. Okay, so the next 2 pages are in. All right, next 2 pages is going to be still simplifying trig identities, this time with Pythagorean theorem. So with Pythagorean theorem. So the next 2 pages. Stay away from the margin, remember? All right, you can go over the margin in the middle, just stay away from the margin on the end. All right, then the next 2 pages. All right, this is going to be verifying identities. Okay, this is not going to be the end of the unit. Like I said, there are 3 main sections. This is just the first section. All right, so let's go ahead and make our tabs. As always, in the cover page, you're going to take your ruler, go to the margin where you see the red line. All right, line up your ruler, apply pressure, grab the corner, pull towards the ruler and down, pull towards the ruler and down, all the way down. So the paper is completely cut. Okay, and then this is where you're going to see your tabs. The first tab is a reference sheet. So we're going to write down reference sheet. Then you're going to cut to the margin. So again, apply some pressure, pull towards the ruler to the margin right there where my tab is going to be, and then all the way down. All right. This is going to be a bit tricky because remember I said there's 3 main sections, right? So it's simplify basic trig identities, but there are little subtitles in there. So the main unit is going to be simplifying trig identities. The first one's going to be reciprocal and quotient. So on this first tab, you're going to say simplify basic trig identities. Then just on 2 lines, reciprocal plus quotient. So this is a total of 5 lines. All right, so count 5 lines. All right, count 5 lines. Then cut down to the margin, and then cut all the way down. And then from here on out, you're just writing the title of the next page. So this is reciprocal plus quotient. And then this one is Pythagorean. So you see the only difference between it is you're still doing reciprocal, quotient, and Pythagorean. So plus Pythagorean. Then you're going to close, so just one line, I guess. All right, so you're going to get to the margin. I made a mistake here. That's why I'm cutting it off. And then go ahead all the way down. And then the last one, remember, it's still simplifying trig identities, right? But now we are verifying. So just one line, and you're going to write verifying. So when you close the book, you see this? You have reference sheet, then you have a tab, then you have simplifying trig basic identity, which is the title for all of these. But within that, there's reciprocal and quotient on this first page, which took 2 lines. Then there's 1 line for Pythagorean theorem, and then there's a 1 line for verifying, so that we are ready for our final, for our next section. So this is verifying. All right, so again, cut to the margin, and then cut all the way down. All right, when we come down to stick the next sheets of paper, we're going to call the next title, and then we'll have like what is inside that next title. So there's one main title, which is simplifying basic identities. Then within that, there are different little subtitles. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in so that you can see. All right, so once again, your reference sheet is by itself. All right, this is your main title, Simplifying Trig Basic Identities, but within that, there are 6 pages, okay? So there's a reciprocal and quotient on the first page. Then there's just Pythagorean theorem and reciprocal, and you just add it on, reciprocal and quotient. Then there's verifying all trig identities using those 3 things that you just did. Okay, so pretty straightforward for the first section, and then we'll go into the second section.